first speaker for this evening will be Jillian Bardsley.
Hello, everyone. It is an honor to be speaking with you tonight as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Morgentaler decision. In 25 years, we've come a long way thanks to the activism of many people in this room and many more who could not be with us this evening. Interestingly, along with the Morgentaler decision, I am also turning 25 this year, so it's a big year. And I think it's wonderful for that the entirety of my lifetime, Canadian women have had the right to live up to their own priorities and aspirations. As a future healthcare professional, I'm also heartened to know that I'll be trained by a system that believes in choice. We have a happy future to look forward to. Tonight, as we celebrate what women and their allies have achieved, it is also important to remember the dark past from whence we came. As a medical student, I'm interested in the ins and outs of medical procedures, but I'm also interested in history and in medical reality. We cannot forget that prior to the Morgentaler decision, women died, they suffered, and they lost their ability to have children through unsafe abortion. My peers and I are very thankful to not be trained in a system where we have to see these horrible things, but we have to be careful. Complacency in these issues is bred from an ignorance of history. As we move forward, it is essential that we not lose sight of what accessible and safe abortion does for women, couples, families, and communities. Over the past 25 years, women, healthcare professionals, activists, and their allies have worked together to ensure that our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our friends, our wives, and our girlfriends are better able to live the lives that they aspire to. The torch is currently being passed with much needed and appreciated support to the next generation of women and activists. We're ready for it, and we look forward to a bright future where choice is expanded. Yeah. But as far as we've come, we still have far to go. I think it's interesting, I'm turning 25, this decision is turning 25, but currently as it stands, first trimester surgical abortion techniques are only discussed in half of Canada's medical schools. Shame, yes indeed. This is a serious issue as the main barrier to choice in Canada is unfortunately the absence of trained providers and the fact that more than 50% of abortion providers are over the age of 50. The University of Toronto is one of the schools that does discuss abortion, however, only the ethical legal aspects of this procedure. This year in medical school, I learned that abortion is a battle between a woman's autonomy and fetal beneficence or well-being. That's handy. While I'm pleased that my school places a value on philosophy and ethics, and I think that's a wonderful aspect of our curriculum, the humanities, this isn't really particularly useful to my future patients who are looking for information about medical complications. Is it going to hurt? Am I going to need antibiotics? Those types of questions. Unfortunately, there are many bogus health information sites and so-called pregnancy crisis centers that intentionally misinform women as to the complications of abortion. If medical students aren't taught that abortion does not cause breast cancer, infertility, or depression, and that it is relatively quick, it's 5 minutes sometimes, and painless procedure, women will be forced to make decisions without being fully or truthfully informed. Again, without trained providers, there is no choice, but we have reasons to be optimistic. I'm happy to say that thanks to some consciousness raising and some email harassment done on behalf of my colleagues in the Medical Students for Choice, the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Toronto will be teaching the medical and scientific aspects of therapeutic abortion to second-year medical students in 2013 for the first time in many years. So hopefully, in another 25 years, we'll be back here celebrating the 50th anniversary of this decision and a major birthday of mine. And hopefully, though, we'll also be celebrating the ready availability of abortion in Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, the North, and in rural communities. But I'm dreaming big here, and also the licensing of registered nurse practitioners and midwives to perform abortion, and the accessibility of affordable childcare. As a future physician, I place particular value on science and facts. As this community moves forward to counter M408, I would like to share some things that I've learned in my studies with you. We know that women who do not wish to be pregnant will attempt to induce an abortion regardless of the safety or the legality of those procedures. And we know that's still happening in this country, for example, in Prince Edward Island today. We know that approximately 1 in 4 clinically recognized pregnancies will end in abortion in Canada. 1 in 4. This isn't a rare thing. And that 1 in 3 North American women will have an abortion by the time they reach menopause. We know that women have on average 4 reasons to terminate a pregnancy, and that their male partners have 3. We also know that condemning sex-selective abortion or sex-determining ultrasounds does not contribute to the status of women anywhere. No. Taking away the rights of women in one community does not elevate the status of women in any community. As we move forward as a conscientious and intelligent country, I hope that we can remember these things and continue to build a health policy that substantiates the rights and well-being of living, breathing women and girls. As we celebrate tonight, we can look back with pride and thankfulness and look forward with strength and optimism. Long live Henry Morgentaler.
Thank you, Julie.